At the start of this year, I started to watch one of the most well-known and loved shows of all time, Friends. And honestly, I have no idea why I didn't watch it sooner. There are so many hilarious and wonderful moments that just stuck with me. Yes, every character might actually be a terrible person, but it's still so easy to love and resonate with those characters. It was the perfect show for casual viewing after a long, hard day.
And now I want to sit back and relax and enjoy my evening. When all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
So, in a rush to finish the series before it seemingly disappears forever, it felt as if I was being spoon-fed episode after episode after episode after episode.
How you doing?
I even watched all 10 seasons of the show, Friends.
Girl, what the fuck
Those
is
friends really were friends, weren't they?
Don't get me wrong, I loved watching this show, through the ups and downs, but I really wish I didn't have to rush as much as I did. Of course, no one was holding a gun to my head or anything, but it gave me this sense of urgency that I simply had to finish it, or else I wouldn't be able to watch it again, and I kind of hate that. Physical media can go all the way back to the 1860s, but it wasn't until the mid to late 20th century when the rise of physical media such as VHS, cassette, and magazines really started to kick off. But obviously, the three main ones I want to talk about specifically would have to be DVDs, CDs, and of course, vinyls. I'll keep it brief, but these were of course the main sources of entertainment before the internet. A piece of media that you could physically touch and own, and watch or listen to as well. A lot of you who have seen my video on A Monster in Paris might have seen the physical CD of the soundtrack that I showcased. It was almost like a book with lyrics, concept art, and credits. And this wasn't the only time I was greeted with one of these special bonuses. One of my favorite things to do when going through my collection before even listening to it is always looking through that little pamphlet that comes tucked into the side of the cover and just admiring what's inside. It's not guaranteed that you'll find something, but when you do, it's pretty neat. The same definitely goes for vinyls as well. The best thing about owning physical media like this is that it was yours forever. No contract, no monthly subscription, it's just yours. You're telling me I can watch my DVD of Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties on repeat until the day I die for a small price of just $15? Sign me up.
DVD.
Puppies, you don't have a DVD player.
There was always something charming about owning a DVD, something we definitely overlooked as a society for a long time. Most DVDs would come with a main menu screen with the most horrendous 2000s looking graphics you've ever seen, with special features, settings, subtitles, and even games. There was so much effort put into something that most people might completely just skip through on their own. They did not have to add a graphic of Garfield shaking his ass on there, but they did that. They did that for us. Sure, the quality wasn't all there yet, and some films were at an undesirable aspect ratio, which would later be enhanced.
I wanted to revisit The Force Awakens. I have a Starz subscription, and I saw it was streaming on there, so I put it on. And within seconds, I turned it off, because they weren't showing the whole movie.
But sadly, it wasn't long until the age of streaming took over.
Wait, SpongeBob! We're not cavemen! We have technology!
Netflix began as an online DVD rental service, allowing subscribers to order movies and TV shows through its website. The DVDs would arrive by mail within a few days, and customers could keep them for a limited time before returning them to the provided prepaid envelope. For a flat monthly fee, users had access to the vast library of titles with virtually no restrictions on how many they could rent. However, this would change in 2007 with the launch of streaming, allowing users to watch movies and shows instantly over the internet.
Okay, well, it's just you can watch online.
You can't watch it online, okay? These Blu-rays have, like, exclusive special features, you bitch.
and this alone would change how we consume most of our media forever. It's around 2015 when Netflix slowly introduced itself into the average person's home and was definitely known as the streaming service to have at the time, and still really is. Over time, it completely ran Blockbuster into the ground. Why need DVD rentals when you have everything you could ever want to watch at the click of a button? It had everything, a variety of content, streaming on demand without ads, anytime, anywhere. And at first, it was a good idea. It was convenient and pretty cheap at the time. From just $8 a month, you could have access to hundreds of your favorite shows, movies, and originals. So what happened? After this period, people seemed to only turn back to Netflix once a new season of Stranger Things was released, or to potentially rewatch something they've already seen before, because it's just there. Wait, why am I paying $8 a month for something I don't even use anymore? $23? You know what? It's fine. That's fine. I mean, I could always switch to the $6.99 a month with ads. Oh, and I can't download anything? And audiobooks included with Spotify Premium, right? Someone please explain this to me. Request hours?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
As time goes on and more things get taken off Netflix due to most studios having their own streaming services to compete, people are getting tired of this age of consuming media and beginning to boycott streaming services altogether as a whole. As many classic films and shows on these services have usually been discreetly altered in some way, whether it be the aspect ratios mentioned before, the AI enhancements, or perhaps the frame interpolation that Drew briefly touched on in his recent video.
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic, huh?
Many have started to return to a dear old friend. Not only that, but, well, physical media. These days you can find DVDs, CDs, and even books for as low as just $1 at your local op shop or thrift store. Sure, the quality might not be completely high def, and you might encounter some scratches and very goofy menu screens. But like I said, it's yours. No one can take it away from you. It can sit on your shelf gathering dust, or you can pop it in the DVD player or your computer whenever you feel like it. No monthly fees, just pure casual viewing. They're also great to have for when your internet goes down, for example. Others have resorted to creating a digital library. They may buy the media and burn it into their hard drives as a way to save space on the shelf, or if they don't own a DVD or CD player. I'd say probably the best thing about physical media is that it doesn't buffer or lag or have a 30-second unskippable ad every 10 minutes. If your copy is in good quality, you're good to go. Buying physical media is also a great way to support the artists you love and keep them doing what they love. They might not be as affordable as secondhand discs, but if supporting your favorite artists and studios matter to you, this is the way to go. I feel like there's this pretty big stigma around certain media, especially entertainment, that just looks okay, as if it's not worth engaging with because it's not 4K or 60 FPS. Why do we always need the best there is? When did we just stop enjoying what was already there? The gradual evolution in cinema, and specifically animation, with all of its errors and visible marks, is what makes it all so human. So going back and fixing these early errors isn't just unnecessary, but it's also erasing the soul of the work. At the moment, we're stuck in this weird point of time where streaming is convenient but unreliable, and physical media is permanent but perhaps slightly inconvenient, if you're referring to durability, portability, and wear and tear. And I don't think streaming services are completely useless, because that does mean I don't have to buy all 40 seasons or whatever of The Simpsons, if it is on Disney+. And there is the occasional niche Netflix original that comes out every now and then, which can always be enjoyable. The whole DVD menu screen gimmick hasn't been completely abandoned either, as some of the most recent movies have gotten pretty creative with it. I just kinda wish everything was in one place at the end of the day. Something that used to be a lot easier when having a physical collection. If you guys like to hear me rant about random topics that no one cares about anymore, consider subscribing and I will not disappoint you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.